You type ones out there. Today, I'm going to talk about a skill that I really hope you have because it's essential for all of us with type 1 to have this skill. Leave you hanging there, right? A little vague, my opening, but that's so you stay and watch the video. So if you're just finding me, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. My name is Dr. Jody Stanislaw. I've had type 1 for 40 years. This is my 97th Facebook Live. That's how dedicated I am. Since the end of March, when this whole new COVID lockdown world began, I was really moved by how stressful it was for all of us and wanted to be a source of light, of hope, of inspiration, of education for all of us with type 1, because when we get good blood sugar levels, our immune system can stay so much healthier. And my experience as having type 1 for 40 years is that, and having my virtual practice now where I get to work with people like you all over the world, and I've learned that most of us have never received the full amount of education that we deserve. We have not received the full amount of education to really know how to get healthy A1Cs. And the American College of, or American Association of Clinical Endocrinologists suggests 6.5 or lower. So when you work with me, that is what I can help you get. I've had a 5.2 to 6.2 for the past 10 years, and that is what I am on a mission to help you get, and everybody with type 1, is for you to get the support and education that you need to know how to not worry about highs and lows and all of that. So let's see how I'm doing today. Pretty darn good. Nice, steady. I had a smoothie this morning with blueberries, and it was probably, I put some other carbs in it. It was probably about 20 carbs. And I also had a protein bar that had probably about 20 carbs. And so that is with eating. Those numbers are with eating. And that is what is possible. Let's go back a little bit more. That is my numbers over the last 24 hours. So, obviously there's a little ups and downs there, and that's diabetes, right? There's no perfection, but I know how to really understand how to dose insulin properly, and that's what I want you to understand. So today's message is all about when you will need to change a basal rate or your long-acting dose, right? First of all, hopefully you know how to set it so it's correct, right? You should be able to go to bed at a nice low and healthy number and pretty much stay there all night long. If you can do that, you know that your basal rate on your pump or your long-acting dose is set correctly, right? I can go to bed at 80 and wake up at 80, or millimole, I guess that would be like a 4, and stay at a 4. And it's so important to get this specific range set, right, overnight, because number one, it's a third of your day. And number two, you don't want to deal with highs and lows while you sleep. So getting that set correctly is so key. That's step one, and I go over that if you don't know how to do that in how to get off the blood sugar roller coaster course. It's an online course with a bunch of videos and handouts. It's on my website. But once you get that set, there's still times when you need to make adjustments, and I'm going to list those. Number one is if you're sick, right? I'm sure all of you have seen that when you get sick, your numbers go high. Well, you need more background insulin when you're sick. Number two is if you're just out of the norm sedentary. Maybe you're just out of your normal routine and this day you decide to just sit on the couch all day. Or maybe you're on a road trip and you're sitting in the car all day. So you're suddenly more sedentary than normal. Well, you're going to need more background insulin. Another thing is if you get a steroid shot. Steroid shots are going to make you insulin resistant for days. So try to avoid them. Hormones, those of us that are on our female cycle, a lot of people need more insulin a few days going into the period, and then the day you bleed, you might need to adjust down a little bit. Everybody's unique though. And high-fat meals. Now, high-fat meals, you don't necessarily need a 24-hour increase, but high-fat meals definitely can make you need an 8 or 12-hour increase. So all of these details are explained in more detail in my How to Get Off the Blood Sugar Roller Coaster course and mealtime dosing, proper mealtime dosing. But these are details that you need to talk to your doctor with or have a call with me about, because I want you to feel confident in knowing how to do this, right? Please don't make any major changes without having the support of your healthcare team. And Lori just said, yes, stress is another thing that can raise your need for insulin. Now, I generally wouldn't raise my background insulin for stress unless it's like an ongoing all day for day, like maybe you're having some tragedy in your life and the stress is constant. If the stress is like, oh my gosh, this meeting is going to stress me out for the next hour, I certainly wouldn't increase my long acting. I could increase a temporary basal, but depends on how, what the longevity of the stress is, for example. So, and these are just some examples. Obviously, I have like a 7-8 page handout on all the different reasons why we need more or less insulin. So this is just kind of the most common ones: getting sick, hormones, sedentary, stress, steroid. All those you're likely gonna need more insulin. So if you have questions, reach out to your healthcare team. You can reach out to me. Check out my free resources, though. I have lots of great resources on my website. My website is drjodynd.com. And I am going to wrap up doing these. I'm not going to be doing these 5 days a week anymore. So this is my last week doing them 5 days a week. I love you guys so much that I'm going to keep doing them, but I am working on creating this membership program. It'll be a monthly membership fee, and you'll get Facebook Lives with me and Q&As and interviews, but it'll probably take me a few months to make it because it's a lot of work. And sign up for my newsletter or something like that. I do eventually, when we get to travel again, if that's in a year or so, I don't know. I do love doing retreats because I love to meet you guys in person. I've done 3 retreats in the past 3 years in Idaho, but now that I'm living in Hawaii, my next retreat will probably be in Hawaii. It'll be, 3, 4, 5 days. We'll talk about healthy low-carb eating. We'll do activity. You'll learn how to exercise and not go low. It'll be fun. But I don't know when or where that will happen. But if you want to keep in touch, just go to my website. I have lots of free resources, free videos. All my classes are there. The link to have a call with me. I am passionately here, dedicating my career to help you with type 1 get the education and support you need to have healthy A1Cs and have a long and healthy life. So thank you for sharing this video with anybody you know that has type 1, posting it on your Facebook pages that you're in with type 1, and please leave a comment below. Let's see, Lori says, yes, chronic stress, but definitely priority is to get rid of the stress. Yes, that is right. If you have chronic stress, you got to work. You have to work to lower that. And I love doing that with my patients. I kind of wear many hats when I work with you personally. I can be a counselor, and I always want to know what supplements you're on and what your diet is like, as well as help you better understand your insulin. So Lori says she's looking forward to the monthly membership program. Thanks, Lori, but you're going to have to be patient because right now I'm a one-man show and I need to hire people to help me to build this, and I'm working on that right now. So thanks for watching today's video. If you're having a hard time with highs and lows, I can help you. Please go to my website. You can check out my courses. Master Your Blood Sugar with Exercise is an awesome one. I finally learned how to exercise and not go low, which was like life-changing after stuffing my face my whole life, trying not to go low with my activity. And then understanding mealtime dosing. One shot is often not enough for your meal. Carb counting is not enough for accurate mealtime dosing. So my course, Mealtime Dosing, White Carb Counting is Not Enough, is a great one. Anyways, I'm sure you've heard enough from me if you've been watching for 95 Facebook Live. So go to my website, Dr. Jody ND. Lots of great resources for you there. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow right around 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. Have a great day.